Let's do this shit. Let's wait for the people to start trickling in before I really get into everything, so... let's see here. What's the want tonight? I'm just gonna show off the features in Zones of Fear, because why not? I'm not gonna like do a full playthrough, because wouldn't really be able to see everything. I mean, you would probably be able. Oh no, not in this case. M Doom is replaced with a whole new menu, but we'll get into that. I'd say it's good enough. So for those of you who are here, welcome to the Clusterfuck update stream. Mod's just been updated. It's a pretty big update, as you can see just from the menu alone. A whole bunch of new enemies, a bunch of bug fixes, nerfs. Overall, it's a pretty big update. Oh yeah, Insanity Spiders. That's gonna be a fun one to cover. So I guess first off, we'll just show off the like bug fixes and other small things. So there are now options for stronger Rankatron spawns, stronger Revenant spawns, and stronger Cacodemon spawns. I'll show off those later in the Montest map. Let's see. The demonic presence eliminated message. It shouldn't be glitchy on multiplayer anymore. I haven't really witnessed it myself, but revamped menu, fonts changed, the Nemesis Soul. I'll show this off right quick. This is a pretty small one. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Hold on. Basically, if I won't, like, get mercilessly destroyed, he now spawns a bunch of items whenever he dies, or at least when he does that death state. So he'll be able to get all these armor and health bonuses. Raw Anger, that is now no longer a separate file. It is merged into the mod itself. It is enabled or disabled by this option right here. The CVAR CVAR for it should be CF Raw Anger. Yep. Let's see, the Vex Nemesis Zombie, he shouldn't have invulnerability anymore in his rage attack. I'm not going to show that off because pretty simple change. The Nemesis Imp, if you all know that his Vexed timer was kind of broken, because for some reason it was set to his spawn state, so whenever he spawned in the map, the script would start instead of whenever he saw you. That should be completely fixed now. That's not really something I can easily show off, so... other things. Singenjitsu, the particles that she spawns, are now server side, so say if you make a patch to spawn her and you play that patch on a server, the server's gonna get fucked, basically. That's all else that really needs to be said. A whole bunch of stuff about backpacks. I don't do backpacks. I don't make any of that, but a bunch of like things about fixing backpacks not respawning. Reduced number of backpack spawns to 4. Beacons can now spawn a limited number of combat packs based on this option right here, so you can only make it spawn 1, or just spawn 10, or you can manually change it to make it 100, you know, do whatever you want. The capacity backpack, that's like a whole new backpack. Yeah, it like increases your max ammo. I don't know what the actor name is. I'll try to spawn it real quick. Yeah, so here's the capacity backpack I should be getting. Yep, here we go. As you can see, I now have over the maximum amount of bullets, along with other ammo types. So now I have 480 bullets, 330 legendary bullets, 120 shells, 550 enraged ammo, 720 redeem tech ammo. You get the idea. It also affects grenades and mines as well. How much does it stack? Well, I've never even tested that. I guess we'll see. Okay, it looks like, yeah, it does stack up to a maximum amount. So for bullets, it's 600. Demon Tech looks like 900. Cells, 900. Yeah. I think for grenades and mines, I'll spawn a regular backpack here. Yeah, it looks like for grenades and mines it's just 9. For spring mines it's 8. Beacons now work underwater. That's a interesting change. I mean, not really many maps use the deep water features, but in the case that you use a beacon underwater, you should be just fine. Spring mines should no longer disappear when thrown into moving platforms, and they also shouldn't appear when they're thrown too close to a wall. Other nerfs: spring mines, landmines, grenades, those have all been nerfed. That's not really a super easy thing to show off. I guess I'll try it on random legendary imp, I guess. Usually grenades would, you know, it would take like 3 grenades to kill a leg imp. Now it's taking like 4 to 5. It's not that apparent of a change, but it is noticeable enough. I'll spawn a phase overlord to demonstrate mines. Pretty sure 3 mines would usually like insta kill them, but 3 mines just brought them down to like 35% health, so. Another thing that I didn't document in the changelog, the plasma pistol, if you use newer versions of DJB, it should act different, like you have to reload this pistol or something. I don't know. I don't really like the change, so it should act just like the old plasma pistol, where you can just, you know, you have a limit to how much you can spam, then you're gonna wait for it to recharge, then you can do the alt fire. You know, same old plasma pistol behavior in the older versions. Backpacks and combat packs give less spring mines and other mines and grenades. Spring mine usage is throttled to around 4 every 3 seconds when the leg ammo sphere is active. I'll definitely show that off. So spring mines right now, spammable. I'm going to summon a leg ammo sphere, and I'm going to use it, and now I can't spam it. You have like a limit as to how much you can throw in a certain amount of time. So that's just a small, simple change, just to make it not as overpowered to use ammo spheres with spring mines. I am not sure if it affects the other infinite ammo power-ups. I'll actually test that real quick. Ammo sphere, right? That's what we want. I'll do a quick kill so I can get rid of the power up effect. Okay, so it also affects the other ammo power-ups as well. I'll get rid of that as well. Yeah, for the most part, it's just damage nerfs. The Gore Carrier and the Ebon Hound, which are both Ham bosses, they've been buffed a bit so that they're not as easy to kill with like BFGs and railguns and stuff. And it's not really that much of a notable change. They're just harder to kill, basically. I'll show this off right quick. The death effects for the various Tahoe characters are now updated as well, so I'll just spawn a Yorihime, sure. You can see much more. The effects last longer and other fancy stuff. This also affects the other ones as well, the ones that would normally spawn red effects. Look at that. I guess that's just about it for the basic changes. I suppose it's time to introduce the new enemies first. Or, yeah, introduce the new enemies now. We'll start simple. Hell Guardian. So Hell Guardian is a Hell Knight variant. Has 1,100 health. As you can see, it has a shield. But, if you know, like, say the original version of this guy in Realm 667, whenever he has his shield up, he just has a full invulnerability around him, which is stupid. So instead, I'll show this off with the pistol here. If you shoot him with his shield up, it doesn't work. However, if you shoot him from, say, the side, it does work. Say, let's get a Hexer shotgun and try to get his shield up. Yeah, as you can see, they're better shield mechanics. They're not the best, but they are better. If you were to use explosive weapons, like, say, a rocket launcher, it does reflect. I'll spawn more so I can show this off better. It does reflect your rockets. If you wanted to use a Demon Tech rifle, it also reflects those as well. I'm not sure if it'll reflect the leg projectiles. Let's see. Oh, come on, don't just... Oh, okay. Yeah, so it basically just reflects most projectiles. Any projectiles that are reflected back towards you will do damage to you. Unless you have, say, the leg rune, where rockets shouldn't do damage to you. I'm not too sure about that, though. Next up is the Plagued Bruiser Demon. So imagine a Bruiser Demon, but it's purple, and it just throws stuff that spawns poison. It's pretty simple. It has a 4-hit attack. It spawns gas everywhere, and big comets also spawn gas. Or poison, whatever you want to call it. Basically just a poisonous Bruiser Demon. Nothing too special. It will do damage as, you know, like other poison projectiles. Whenever he dies, he will also spawn poison. Pretty simple enemy. Here's an interesting one. The Summoner from Complex Doom version 27. So yeah, he resurrects shit. He drains health from like whatever he's using his vile attack on. So I'll damage him with this. I'm just gonna restart the map. Fuck this. Way too many enemies. Alright, let's properly show off this guy. So yeah, Summoner. Looks like a Hellion, but with red. I'm gonna damage him a bit so he can show his healing effect, or I guess his drain effect. Pretty simple. I want to see if I can get him to actually spawn enemies here. Come on, any day now would be appreciated. Oh come on, just can you like summon enemies already? There you go. So, yeah, basically he just summons enemies with a limited spawn pool. If you are playing with stronger Revenant spawns and stronger Baron spawns, you do have the chance to get legendary variants of those. But for the other enemies, or if you have those options disabled, it has a pretty limited spawn pool. Like, the strongest Revenant it can spawn is War, the strongest Hell Knight, the Dark Cyber Noble, strongest Imp, the Cerebral Imp, strongest Baron, I think, is the... I don't remember off the top of my head. And the strongest Fiend is Toxic Fiend. Should I go into the insane enemies? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll show off the cool shit at the end. So, insane zombie. It's basically just a zombie with a jetpack, but it's not actually horrible. It shoots lasers and also various explosive minigun projectiles. Pretty simple. It's nothing too much. Nothing too interesting, really. Insane Sergeant. It's basically, if you know what the Demon Tech Shotgunner is, looks like that, but his skin is gray, and he has an explosive super shotgun. So yeah, the closest thing we'll get to an explosive super shotgun zombie. And yes, he does drop the gun, so there you go. Insane Chain Gunner. Yeah, basically just a chain gunner with double explosive minigun. He is decently accurate, so if you stay in his line of sight for too long, you will get fucked pretty badly. But yeah. Insanity Tech Imp. Here, I'll give myself a Megasphere, why not? Yeah, has a railgun, also has the lasers, and he should also have a BFG 15k or 10k, I'm not too sure. Yeah, there you go, 10k. Basically just a strong cyber imp. That's basically what this guy is. I'd better show these guys off with the assault shotgun just to give you an idea as to how hard they are to kill. Basically all insane enemies have a like a base damage factor to them, so they don't take as much damage. It's like, it's a pretty low damage factor. It's like 0.65, which isn't too bad, but this is, you know, a stronger tier of enemies. Let's go with Insane Annihilator Imp. Hold on. Insane Annihilator Imp. Okay. He has explosive minigun projectiles. And he's got BFG 15Ks. I don't know what else he has. He can do grenades and bug out into a regular Annihilator imp. I should probably fix that. He does have explosive shotgun. Pretty rapid succession explosive shotgun, so. And he does explode on death. Rabid Fiend. This is basically an insane specter. I don't know why I even just typed in insane specter. A Rabid Fiend. Come on. Oh yeah, Rabid Fiend. It looks kind of like the spook, but it, you know, you can actually see it. And it's not that special. It has like little trail effects whenever he walks. And he shoots, if you could show that off, please. Comets. Just regular old red comets. Not too strong. Just a slightly tanky specter, I guess. Next up is where things start to get interesting. The Insanity Knight. Looks like the Toxic Lord from Randomons. The sprites aren't too great, but you have, when you're recoloring from Hell Knights, you have a pretty limited color scheme to work with. This guy's basically the Comet Spammer, as you can see. I mean, look at all that. I don't really remember all of his attacks, other than the Comet Spam and like just some basic projectile throwing, but you get the idea. If you could die, please. There you go. Next up, this will probably trigger some people. Insanity Revenant. If you know the Pestilence, it's this guy but green. So yes, we have a Flying Revenant. Let's give myself another Mega Sphere, because why? Actually, no, Ultra Sphere. This guy, just a Revenant spammer, I guess. Shoots weak railguns. And of course he just spams regular Revenant missiles. He can also shoot BFT-15Ks. And yeah, I think it's just about it. Yeah, pretty basic. Next up is the Insanity Cybernoble. This guy's kind of like a mix between the Infernal Cybernoble and the Dark Cybernoble, which I think is nice. Sprites are, I don't know, they could be better, but, you know, you can't just like make a gray and red Cybernoble, so some originality on the sprites at least. He's got Demon Tech, pretty basic. If you could show off some better tech, and he's got the lasers. I'm unsure if I gave him an explosive railgun. I might have. Yeah, he has the infernal rockets, I guess you can call them, that the Infernal Cybernoble shoots. He's got comets, of course. He's got an explosive shotgun. He's fairly strong, and with a health of 2,500, along with the damage factor, this guy is pretty tanky. Yeah, And he does drop an explosive railgun, so I would suppose that he does use the weapon in his attacks. Uh, Baby Insanity Spider. He shoot Demon Tech. He's got Railgun. He should have another attack. I don't recall what it was. It's probably just a BFG 15K or something. Oh no, it's the mini Demon Tech BFG. Okay. So yeah. Next up is the Insanity Cacodemon. I like this guy. He's... well, his name is fitting. There we go. He looks kind of like the Cerebral Cacodemon, but also not. He's got 3 eyes instead of 4, and I guess the colors aren't as saturated as it is on the Cerebral Cacodemon. Let's give myself an Ultrasphere. This guy does have more original attacks. As you can see, a bunch of projectile spamming. The guy that made most of these insane enemies is also the maker of Shut Up and Bleed, which is a completely different gameplay mod. And the Insane Cacademon's attacks are mostly based off of one of the enemies from that mod. Namely the attack where he does like a... yeah, that attack right there. So... he drops a fair bit of ammo and armor, so... yeah. Okay, now we're going into the bigger territory. Clockwork Cyberdemon. So imagine a Cyberdemon. He's a tiny bit smaller, and he's, you know, he doesn't have any blood in him. He just has, like, you know, the wires and stuff. Basically like a robot Cyberdemon type of thing. He shoots the mini Demon Tech BFGs, quite a few. He also has the explosive minigun and explosive shotgun, along with railguns. He's fairly strong and decently fast too. Let's give myself another Ultrasphere. But yeah, pretty basic. He drops Railgun, BFG 10K, and probably a Demon Tech BFG as well. Now, Insanity Spiders, all 4 of them. Yes, there are 4. So we have the regular Insanity Spider, which is, compared to other complex enemies, you know, all the other Spider Masterminds have, you know, like the BFG cannon on them, or they are demolishers. This guy just has the vanilla Mastermind chain gun. He spams the fuck out of Demon Tech. If I can get up to show off other attacks, that'd be nice. He can rapid fire BFG 15Ks. He has an explosive minigun. If we can get up to show off the other attack. Yep. And rapid fire BFG 10K. If we could just die, that'd be nice. Now let's spawn the Insanity Arachnophyte, Just basically the same thing, but it's flying. Like, that's it. No new attacks, nothing special. It's the same thing, but it's flying. So, yeah. Now for the Insanity Demolisher. Basically just a Insanity Demolisher. Its attacks, more Demon Tech spam, more 10k spam, railguns, of course, mini Demon Tech BFGs, more explosive minigun. And more 15k spam, of course. And he also has a regular Demon Tech BFG attack. Then there is the Insanity Sentient. I didn't even summon it. Which is the same thing, but flying. Once again. I'll give myself another Alter Sphere just to show the damage output. So, yeah. Just about it for that. I guess I'll also show off the other things that weren't properly shown off in the release update. So before I get into the other boss enemies, I'll show off the other small things. So if you guys don't know what the Hornet is, it's a Quake 2 enemy. It's nothing special. I mainly just made this as an experiment to mess around with models. But he is fightable. He's basically just, he shoots rockets and an explosive minigun, and that's it. It's not very aggressive, not very strong. Yeah, explosive minigun. I don't know if he drops items. I forgot if I did that at all. He appears to not. Well, oh well, it's not that much of a big deal. We also have Utsuho. Just a lot of fucking spam. The Hornet is a Spider Mastermind spawn, of course. Utsuho is a Cyber Demon spawn. And you'll see why in a second. That is why. Just let her take her sweet time. Yeah, that's a fucking nuke. That's basically it. I'll show off her death animation, because it is a bit different from the other ones. If you could come over here, please. Fuck, I'll just go over here. Fine, if you're gonna be like that. Basically, yeah, pyro cannon explosion. You don't want to be close to her when she dies. Let's give myself another Ultra Sphere. I'll show off these. These are pretty simple. So the Nemesis Cyber Demon, if he kills you, he will do a special little taunt. Should probably disable Buddha. You'll hear it in a second. And the music probably drowns it out, but you get the idea. Come on, and any day now, please. I'll just grab the rune, because why not? The same thing for Magaremu. It's probably going to take a while to die with this, so... Should probably get rid of Buddha again. I don't think that's going to cause the taunt kill. I'm not sure this will either. Yeah, same thing, you get the idea. She didn't even die from NDK, wonderful. Oh yeah, and the new teleport animations as well, I forgot to mention that. Just more flashier teleports. Of course the death effects are also changed. Nothing else is new, just visual changes and stuff. I guess I'll show off the Nemesis Sentient. In the release stream, it wasn't really showed off that well. So I'll give myself, I don't know, give me a skull of power, a couple skulls of power. I'll just go full IDDQD, because why not? Yeah, Nemesis Sentient, Deep Fried Brain. He does have an idle, sound, so you will know if he's in the map or not. I mean, you probably can't hear it that well with the music on, but... yeah. There you go, guys. Nemesis Sentient. He has the Master Spark laser, but it's white. Of course, he's got the normal, mini Nemesis BFG shots. Along with other, Nemesis rifle shots. There's not really any new attacks. Mostly usually just reused from the Nemesis Cyber Demon. Let me use a Skull of Power on him. I want to at least get him to his rage state. That's where things get interesting. He should do the special resurrect attack. Man, when he's in rage, most of his attacks are stronger, or he fires faster, all that fun stuff. You see his Nemesis rifle shots are now much, much faster. Yeah, more Nemesis rifle stuff. If you do another attack, please, that'd be nice. Oh, come on. Give me something more exciting, please. And yeah, super fast 10k shots. Well, if you could just do the special attack, that'd be great. Oh, you're boring. Basically, one of his attacks is where he does the resurrection like the Overlord does. So say, if he was in range of this Nemesis Cyber Demon here, this Nemesis Cyber Demon would be alive, along with the various Insanity Spiders and all that. Cerebral Shadow, well, it's for another time. I'll tell you that. wait until the next update for that, because he's not present in this one. Alright, so for the enemies introduced in this update, I guess the stronger ones, we have the Manipulator. If you guys know the Cerebral Commander, he occasionally will spawn these minions called Manipulators, which are basically purple baby sentients. And by themselves, they're not that great. Like, they're just nothing special. I decided to make a standalone version of one that's more refined and is actually, you know, fightable, I guess. Turn the music up, just so you can hear it. You'll see one of his abilities here in a second, and it's a pretty mean one. Yep, there you go. He can spawn clones of himself. They're pretty weak. They only have 2 attacks, and they go down pretty easily, but they do drop health bonuses. You just have purple BFD shots. You can teleport like the commander does. He has that attack, which is like never seen, but pretty interesting attack nonetheless. Also, there's just gonna be explosive minigun. He can also spawn baby sentients. No, he can't stop time, because honestly that's a pretty dumb feature. And yeah, just a pretty basic boss enemy. He drops Ultra Sphere. He can also drop various other weapons, such as the, Commander's Devastator. Also Chalice and other stuff. And he can also drop the Demon Tech Shotgun. So before the big thing, summon this guy. If you guys know the Macron, well, this is like the first phase to fighting the Macron. You'll see. This guy is pretty tanky because he is supposed to be like an endgame boss type of thing, so. And you can spam rockets. Overall, this doesn't have that many attacks. Macron health has been reduced for compensation of this guy being here. He does have a BFG attack if you'll ever do it. You can also spam 10k shots. Come on, show off your BFG, please. Please. Any day now would be wonderful. Alright, well, you suck. And then the Macron pops out. And that's that. He has 15,000 health now. Not as bad as he used to be. He also has various new, like, charge-up sounds for whatever attack he's gonna use. For example, you actually have the Demon Tech BFG firing sounds now, instead of just instant Devastator. It also has firing sounds, or proper charge-up sounds for the Hellstorm BFG. Overall, though, unspecial. Yes, it is still 25k total, but I think Jorg has a not as bad damage factor. So, kill myself to get rid of this Skull of Power. Take all that. And then, for the big thing that everyone's probably waiting for. Now let's go to map 25 to show this off properly. Or, well... Nah, let's stay on map of 1. 25 is a bit too big. Alright, let's give myself, I don't know, just give me a true light rune. Kinda gonna need it for this fight. Nemesis Megasphere, sure, why not? Guess fall back on Rapid Shotgun. So, Nemesis Revenant is a bit different now. Yeah, Vexed fucking Revenant, guys. Now, this is a super attack. You don't really want to be anywhere near him when he does this, because that right there. I mean... yeah. Vexed Revenant. Oh boy. Okay, give me another Nemesis Megasphere and put me on Buddha. He has various other attacks. Not that special though. Man, they just be insane spam. And a lot of dodging. Fires full-on Nemesis BFG shots. I mean, you'll be lucky to land a hit on this guy. Like, just look at this shit. Nemesis Baby Sentient, I'm not too sure if I'll end up making that. I'll explain my plans for the future once I'm done explaining everything. I will point one thing out. If you just do, like, kill Vexed Nemesis Revenant in the console, it will crash the game because of, some dumb, like, Zangenum thing. So I would recommend not doing kill monsters if he's active. I'm not really sure what causes it, but it also affects the Lesser Cardinal as well, which is the, same method of spawning the flames that the, Vexed Revenant spawns. Yeah. Give me a Skull Power. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is an A_warp problem. I don't really know why Zangenum is done with it, but it's Zangenum, so can't really rely on it. MDK will work, yeah, I'll show that off real quick. So, yeah. Vexed Nemesis Revenant. It does have a little, like, idle sound. Yeah, MDK does work. So you'll be fine if you do that. And he drops the same stuff that normal Vex Revenant drops, so or normal Nemesis Revenant drops. It's like Salvation Sphere. Seems to be a problem. I guess I'll show off the stronger spawns on the Montest map. So let's disable the facts because this map is laggy as fuck. Do no clip, no target, and fly. So yeah, strong Revenant spawns. As you can see, there are no normal Revenants. Okay, they're all like Guardians and up. Or not Guardians, Cadavers and up. And as you can see, there's a lot more of the stronger Revenants, like more Pestilences, more Legendary Revenants and Enraged Revenants, a lot more Draugrs, a lot more War, Widowmaker, Insane Revenant, basic stuff like that. As for stronger Caco spawns, as you can see, just a bunch of Watchers, Agatha Demons, Phase Cacos, a lot more of the like Redeemers and the Tuhus. Yeah. And then for stronger Arachnotron spawns, same concept. Mostly going to be seeing like Fusionites and the other ones as well. As you can see, Manipulator does spawn. Yeah. Same overall concept. If we can find one here, Macron will no longer spawn. Yeah, as you can see here, he spawns through Jork now. So Macron does not spawn on his own anymore. And you should also be able to see the various Insanity Spider spawns as well. I mean, this map is laggy as fuck, but we get the idea. Let's go back to map 1. What else is there to show off? I will point out that the Battle Lord doesn't exist anymore, because he sucks. Mainu, okay, well, the thing about Mainu, she's been scrapped entirely from Clusterfuck, but I do plan to, like, recreate her in, like, say, Pandemonia, you know, at some point. Because, as of right now, I already have a GZ Doom version of Magaremu that, you know, works standalone without Clusterfuck. Montest map is in LCA. I guess they just included it to test monster spawns, I guess. What else is there? I don't think there's anything else to show off, really. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, for plans in the future, okay. As for the other enemies that I do plan to make, there's not gonna be many, okay? I might make an Insane Vial. Maybe I'll make a Baby Insanity Sentient. Maybe an Insane Mancubus. I'm not sure how that's gonna work out. This Megawatt is Zones of Fear. There is an Insanity Lord, which if you know, like the Hell's Minister and the Lord Archon, that's what that's gonna be. It's just gonna be another big Baron boss, the Lord of Insanity. And there's one more enemy that aims to be basically the quote-unquote final boss of Clusterfuck. If you can explain it like that. I'm not going to give too much details so far. But, yeah. It's not going to be, like, anything related to, like, the, you know, Vex Nemesis Cyber or Sentient or anything like that. It's going to be its own thing. Completely on its own thing. Is there anything else in the options that I should cover? Alright, got Raw Anger is its own option, as you can see. Yeah, I think that's about it. Mostly. Yeah. Guess we'll end it off with a little bit of something. End it Icarus style. So, yeah. I don't really know what else to show off, really. I have been working on Pandemonia a bit. I guess I can show off a little bit of that. Let's see. Yeah, I'll show off Pandemonia. Just some things of what I've been working on with it real quick before I end the stream. So let me get a Jeezy Doom up in here. Let's see, let me save this config in a ZDoom launcher real quick. If I can figure out how to do that. Here we go. Just save it on desktop. CF, okay. Oh yeah, I need to download the test map real quick. Hold on. As of right now, there is a... Oh, dear lord, okay. Hold on, that was a pretty bad visual glitch. I don't know what happened there. Let's try that again, please. And not break. There we go. Okay, let me just... there you go. Okay. Let me put Jeezy Doom in here. I think this will work. Yep, there you go. Alright. So, we're in Jeezy Doom. Gonna show off the small little things of Pandemonia real quick. But, oh, that is loud. How's that? Is that louder? I'll turn it down a little bit more. Why I removed the BFT 15k guy? Because he's not fun to fight at all. Okay, in most cases that he hits you, it's like an insta-kill, and it's pain. It's pain to go through. Yeah, so we got a minigun now. It's a minigun. If you don't really know what this mod is about, it's basically like a randomizer in Jeezy Doom. As of right now, there are quite a few weapons. I just added the minigun next. I'm likely going to add the railgun, and then the BFG 10K. Yeah, minigun, pretty basic. There is a minigun zombie. Or is there? Well, I need to check. I don't know if this is the most recent version of this file. No, it is not. Okay. Let's fix that real quick, so I can show you the actual new enemies. So now here's a minigun zombie. I bind V to no target. There we are, just a minigun zombie. Obviously, if you're up close, he's gonna wreck your face. And yeah, just a basic minigun zombie. The Cyboozer has been updated a little bit. Okay, and you guys are gonna like this. I'll put on God mode just to properly show this off. Basically, his grenades are now basically like proper targeting. Like it's scary accurate. To say, I'm like over here. Yeah, I mean, just look at that. Of course, if you're too far away, he'll just use rockets. What else is there? I need to look. Oh, shut up, Slade. Okay. Okay, yeah, here's one. Here's a new imp called the Scoundrel. If you know what the Gore Imp is, this guy will be pretty familiar. Yeah, same type of projectiles too, the purple-pink combination. Yeah, it's basically just the Gore Imp from my older Complex add-on. He does dodge around a bit, he's fast. I don't think I give him a lunge attack. He's even got the same sounds too. He's fairly weak. Here's a big one. Not really that big, but it's something that we've needed for a very, very long time. Proper Cyber Hell Knight sprites. I mean, if you know, like, the older Cyber Hell Knight sprites, they're basically just recolors of the Cyber Baron, and it's pretty noticeable because the older one didn't even have brown horns or the hooves. The color on the torso was way off, and the legs weren't, like, properly saturated. It took quite a lot of time to get this guy done, but I'd say it was definitely worth it, just for a basic enemy like this. He does come with the green explosion, but I do have a version of him that's just the regular red explosion. Here's a, I guess, slightly notable change. So let's summon, say, summon a Baron. Oh, Cybruiser could, no, I don't want to shut off the Cybruiser. Give me a Baron. Here we go. Yeah, this stream will be available to watch later. So, Barons and anything else, the Jib spawn is now warped to the enemy that it is killed. I don't want an Archon. Yeah, as you can see, the gibs spawn as he dies. It's a bit easier to show off with the arachnophyte. Yeah, if you can watch gibs spawn according to his location, which is a bit better than what it used to be. Also, the gib spawners for all boss enemies have been greatly decreased to where it won't lag the fuck out of the game. And also, blood along with gibs do despawn as time goes on, as you can see right here. You probably see it with this, Baron over here, the Cybers, rather shortly. As you can see, it's fading out over time. Bullet puff smoke effects have also been optimized a lot. The smoke on it used to be a lot more, I guess, defined because it spawned like a bunch of particles instead of just one. It should be the same for lava as well. Lava smoke is also just one bit of smoke. The archvile fire effects are also optimized. No, don't resurrect snipers. Probably see less flames, but it's also more optimized, so it's not, won't lag the game. Can I increase the time to clean the gibs? I might actually do that. That's a good idea. Other than that, SSG zombies been nerfed a little bit. All the walking speeds of some zombies have been changed. The projectile trail effects for most of the imps and cacodemons have been changed, so that they look a bit better. I think for the most part that's it. I haven't done a lot with this, but at some point, yeah, I'll add more over time. I've mostly just been working on Clusterfuck for the past few weeks, just, getting all the insane enemies and working on all this stuff. Then after the next Clusterfuck update, it's probably going to be the last major one. After that, all of it's just going to be bug fixes and other small changes that need to be made. After that, I'm basically just going to devote myself entirely to this. So, I'd say that concludes it. Showed off a lot of stuff today. Thanks everyone for tuning in to the Clusterfuck update stream. Hope you all enjoy the mod. Hope you all enjoy the insanely spammy Vex Nemesis Revenant. And, yeah. I don't think, I got nothing else to say, so thank you all for tuning in. Pretty successful stream, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.